Well, I don't have very much to add here. I think previous speakers, Ingram put it very nicely, the serious problems that exist. On his point about commercial versus society, I think the way to really not, take over the journals from commercial may not be possible that easy after all in our system. Maybe if we improve or stress the quality, that is, we let it be known that the publications only of high quality are acceptable, then maybe some of these commercial publishers will find that there is not that much room to publish so many journals. That's just a thought. But the quality is, I think, the more important. These people do know that there are lots of papers that can be published. You put down Marcel Decker there. They have started so many journals. And it is true that the young people want to publish, senior people want to publish. But it is also true that it is not necessary to publish every journal, every paper. In the United States, we all have, most departments have the so-called technical reports, a series of semi-publications, and the abstracts of these are exchanged. My department at Purdue has some 60 or 70 each year. And we just publish the abstracts and send it out to various departments which may be of interest. And that's good enough. And this was pointed out by one of the speakers earlier, that it is not necessary to publish all the papers. So if you impress on the quality, then that would be really a major step. And as just was pointed out in the discussion when Professor Rao spoke, the journal or the annual publication called the Current Index to Statistics, which I was involved in as a chairman of the managing committee, has been doing good service. And perhaps there should be more materials, more publications of that kind.
I was only worried about timeliness of that publication.
It takes a year after.
If it appears 1 year after the papers have appeared in journals, it's of no use to us.
It does take roughly.
It should appear in advance.
You get lots of scraps of paper then.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a very valuable journal because it's 9 months, isn't it? I think I'm down in September. But it's a very valuable publication.
It's a very valuable publication, and it's very reasonable, cheap. It could, perhaps they could do something to advance the procedure. It is within a year after the, and it's pretty wide. It covers conferences, proceedings of conferences.
Within a year is too long a period.
I'm not in a hurry.
You should know as soon as something appears. Pardon?
It takes a long time to produce anything and to actually do the work. I mean,
See, if a newspaper can bring out simultaneously publications in several countries, why not we do that? We need only a newspaper, not a journal. We need only a newspaper, which gives the content to the various statistical journals, and it could be published simultaneously all over the world on the same day.
The idea is perfect. The physical production is not
No,
that easy.
It is possible, you see, with all the electronic communication we have.
Yeah, but somebody got to collect this data. Somebody got to put it together.
I know,
So, for example, in India, do you have a nice way of communicating with all these departments of statistics? It's impossible to even get in one single country like India all the publications that comes out every day. And then you need somebody to put it together. That costs money.
Perhaps, the timeliness of the publication, these permitted titles, index, and so on, could be improved on. but they are using more and more online computer.
Yeah,
So
really.
if you go to your library and just you do the search, at least within a year you have all the information.
For instance, mathematical reviews. Mathematical reviews sends me to write abstracts of papers which are going to appear in the future. How do they get that information? Before the paper appears, I receive the paper asking me to write the abstract.
But presumably the journal editor sends it to math.
Yeah, so such things exist.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I'm saying there is great labour in such things.
Yeah.
And you cannot expect things to happen instantaneously because labour has to be done to do these things.
Oh, this is a worthy cause on which you have to spend the labor. That's all what I'm saying.
Well, may I suggest that you organise it so that it comes out fast? You see, somebody has to do it. It's easy to say, let us do it, and I agree, let us do it. But will you do it?
Though he's busy, he has other works to do.
I could.
But you will not.
One or two other minor points that I have noticed, many authors go through a sequence of submitted to the annals of statistics, paper is rejected or asked to be withdrawn. Some comments are received and the same author does not even bother to improve using these comments and then submit it to a next journal. This, I think, should be a matter of professional ethics, and it should be, I mean, these people should be advised that that's just in the best interest of the statistical science and probability to proceed that way. Some would not, some are very honest, they say, well, we submitted this paper to such and such journal, it was rejected, or it was asked to be withdrawn, and we have revised it, and here it is. And I think that really is a good thing. The editor's attitude changes right away. There's a move, and I think it's very good. But many authors, some authors don't do that. They don't even acknowledge. They don't even tell you that the paper has been. And sometimes you find out that you have sent it to another referee, to a referee who has earlier refereed the same paper and rejected it. So